Hello. So I want to share with you a quick project that I just made today. And all it is little paper ornaments in the shape of hearts. It's very simple, very easy to make, and yet looks very pretty when you put it together, and it will look really good on a tree, and it doesn't take very much, or it will look good on whatever you want to put it on. I did these with scraps of paper that I had left over from another project. I just cut them down a little bit and then turned them into this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made them, and then I will show you how I used them. Okay? So let's get right to it. All you need to do is determine the size that you want your heart ornaments to be. I just used mine based on the size of scraps that I had left. I didn't pick a size. I just I had some 6x6, or I had some 6-inch pieces of paper left, and I wanted to use those, so I cut them down to strips to make the hearts. So what I am using is a 6-inch strip by 1 inches. You could make them longer, you could make them a little shorter. I wouldn't go too much shorter, but you could go maybe 4 inches and you'll have a much smaller heart. You could make them thinner, or you could make them wider as well. This is just what I'm going with. So it's really simple. All you need to do is whatever size you choose to work with, fold it directly in half, just like so. Okay? And all that's going to do is create your V for the start of your heart. Okay? Then what I do is I take my bone folder and I'm just going to run it along the edge. As you can see, it sort of helps to fold it a little bit, or to give the curve. It just helps to put the little curve in there that you need. Okay? And then the next step, we're going to take a little bit of double-sided tape, and it is best to use tape, because if you use a wet glue, you could use hot glue. Hot glue would work, but any other type of glue, you're going to have to hold it for too long. And if you're making a whole bunch of these, which I did, it would get really annoying to hold them and sit there and wait for it to dry. So all I did is I placed a little piece of this tape right up on the edge of my on the end of my thing. And I forgot to mention that it does work best if you use a double-sided paper, because both sides are going to show. Okay, so I put my tape down, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a length of baker's twine. You can use ribbon, you could use string, you can use just about anything you want to make your loop. You could use wire if you wanted to. I'm just using some baker's twine here. And then what you do, so you just stick the twine on there, and then if you have any left over, you just cut that off, because you don't want any to be hanging down into the center. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold up your ends here. You're just going to join the two ends with the tape. And it's best to try to make sure that they match up perfectly, otherwise you're going to have a lopsided heart. So that's the trickiest part, is to line them up perfectly, but it can be done. Once you get them lined up, all you do is fold it, press it together really tight, and there you have your heart. Okay? So one thing that you can do with this is you could write little messages on here, and you could link these hearts together instead of how people link the circles together for, you know how you take circles and you link them? You could link these hearts, and you could do that for Valentine's Day. or even just do the heart chain, do like a heart chain for whatever you want, you know. So once you have those, then you can, you know, choose the sort of decoration that you want to do. I decided to decorate a little tree. So I'm going to try to get this in here, but I'm not sure how well it's going to work. This is my tree here, and it's not all going to fit, of course, but this is how it looks. Okay, I grabbed a tree branch that had a bunch of pieces sticking off of it. You can see, I'll turn it there. You can see there's the top of it. It just has a bunch of pieces off. It kind of looks a little bit like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That's what it reminds me of. So what I did is I then stuck it in a, this is a candle that I had. This is a Glade candle, glass. It's a glass container here. And there was just enough, just a teensy bit of wax in the bottom there, and no wick left to burn it. So what I did is I put a pool of hot glue right in the center of this candle, which sort of melted the wax a little bit. It helped to melt the wax a little. And then it also, the hot glue acted as a glue too. And I stuck the stick down into the wax as far as I could, and then held it for the glue to dry as well. And then to cover up the glue, I just put those little glass beads that I've had these things sitting around here forever, and I just didn't have any need for them, so I just stuck them in there to decorate it a little bit. And then I'm calling this my love tree, and I put it on my daughter's dresser, and she really likes it. So if you have any questions about this project, send me an email or leave me a comment, and I will get back to you.